I wanna touch your life. I wanna be the change. I'm gonna shine my light. I'm gonna make a difference. Touch your life. Be the change. Shine my light and make a difference. You're the one to make the world a much better place. You're the one, you're the one. You're the one touching lives.
Airtel Touching Lives is a national TV documentary show which for the last 7 years has aired annually. It captures Airtel's efforts to offer practical relief, assistance, and opportunities to empower the underprivileged, disadvantaged, and hard-to-reach people across communities in Nigeria. Touching Lives is aligned with the group's sustainability strategy and is focused on good causes and opportunities around digital and financial inclusion, as well as the adoption of schools and providing infrastructure to enable access to quality education. I am your host, Michelle Dede. Let's take a look and see what Airtel Touching Lives has in store for you today.
Touching lives.
Some diligent members of the Sari Gomu community in Apapa conducted a survey that shows that unemployment and idleness are major factors mitigating against the growth of their youth and community at large. It is in light of this research that they decided to put an ambitious and innovative task together to kickstart the community economy. This CDA was no longer waiting for things to be given to them. They decided to take their future into their own hands and begin empowering youth with skills to earn money from a product that is used every day by each and every one of us. Let's take a look at this innovative project.
Youth in this community have been going through a lot. Most of us, we are jobless. We don't have anything doing for now.
Our biggest challenge we are facing here, there is no job opportunity for our youth.
Most of us that are not employed, sometimes we go out with friends, and from that we started doing some other things which is not supposed to be done.
The government, in its goodwill, decided to set up a body called CDA. Now, the function of the CDA is solely for development. Community Development Association. The key word there is development.
We want to establish a sort of training for youth so that they can have peace in their mind. There's no need of youth going up and down, running outside because of what they want to eat. But if they have job, if they have something that they are doing that makes money for them, they'll be happy.
The best way we see that would help our youth is by engaging them. Make them busy. Make them responsible. Conclusion was to empower them with a skill. And the skill we decided upon was soap making. And our reason for picking soap is this, because of the economy. We go for that because of its essential nature.
Soap is a daily need. In the morning, you have to bathe. And some do wash their clothes in the morning before going to work. And it's a must for you. If you eat at night, the next morning you wash your dish. So it's a thing that will be going on continuously because it's a daily need. Soap and water is not what you can do without. So if we have water and we have soap, we are good to go.
As Airtel Touching Lives loves to give back, we're going to provide you with various soap-making machinery, borehole facilities for the community,
Wow.
as well as 3 water storage facilities.
We like that. We like that.
Really? Oh, I'm so happy to hear that
We like
this
that.
is going to help them.
We like
That's
that.
fantastic. It's amazing what you can do when you stand together as a community.
Touching lives.
Being born with a slight genetic disorder, like not having melanin, means that you have a different complexion. As Nigerians, we need to understand, however, that albinism is a genetic condition that is not contagious or as a result of witchcraft, as myths in some cultures suggest. We should also acknowledge that people with albinism are just like anyone else. with their own unique personalities, talents, and abilities. Let's take a look at our beautiful, charming Eunice.
I had challenges in school. I had challenges after school. Getting a job was very difficult. I have not been interviewed. My potentials have not even been, explored, and I'm already being asked out. My name is Eunice Uchechi Nwokocha. I'm 33 years old. Being a person with albinism comes with a lot of challenges. We are faced with low vision. Mine is that bad that I have to read like this. So when people see you, they're like, why are you doing this? This is part of the effect of lack of melanin. The journey through adulthood was very stressful, very painful, and the experience is something I wouldn't want to recall, but now I can freely talk about them because I actually created the atmosphere for myself, understanding my challenges. Me not getting a job actually pushed me into doing things for myself. Why I went to making footwear is, I think everybody wears shoes. Everybody, even a baby wears a shoe. Actually, the name is Dainty Eunice. Dainty, special, fragile is kind of, me. Persons with albinism, they live a normal life. They can do anything that they are capable of doing. As long as you have the intellect, go ahead and do it because there is no limitations to persons with albinism.
We love your determination and your feisty nature. Airtel applauds that. And because Airtel Touching Lives believes in giving back, we would like to give back to you. One will be a scalping machine. The second, a cutting machine. And the third, one industrial shoe press.
Wow, I can't explain. I've been looking forward to expansion.
Yeah, but that's not all, there's more, we have more. One industrial filing machine, one generator set, and Airtel will purchase all the requested materials and open a smart cash account where the funds will be assessed to purchase additional materials for you. That's not all, Eunice. We have something else for you. 1 year rental of a shop in Wuse Market.
Wow, this is more than I expected. More than.
What a beautiful lady with such incredible tenacity. Well done, Eunice, for making such great strides for the albino community. To join the conversation and interact with tonight's show, you can visit all our social media handles, either Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram.
Touching Lives.
Airtel Touching Lives has helped to empower and uplift thousands of communities across Nigeria, and this season was no different. From individuals to families to communities, Airtel Touching Lives is giving back to help the people of Nigeria. Let's take a look back at some of the stories that made us so emotional in Season 7.
Touching Lives.
We often take our eyesight for granted. Can you imagine how hard it must be to one day just wake up and not be able to see? This is what happened to Segun Olonishaye in 2009. But with strong family support and an even stronger will to succeed, Segun established an academic center to provide and enhance academic capability and education performance of students in secondary schools and A-level students too. Let's take a look at his story.
My name is Timile Segun Olonishaye, and I'm a teacher. In 2009, I got blind fully. When you hear an hopeless situation, but even when there is no light at the end of the tunnel anymore, even if all the wires have been taken away from the light at the end of the tunnel, have that hope. Get invigorated and know that there is a hope and there is a light that will show one place. When I got blind 2009, the vision you had, the aspiration, the dreams, you see them going down the drain. So the family was down financially. To feed was very, very difficult at that particular time. The psychological effect, the emotional effect. What about the societal trauma? What about the discrimination being faced by the family on the street? I realized that, Timmy, you are a blind man, okay? Take yourself like this and take the next step as a blind man. Forget about your sight for now, it's not coming. I studied political science at the University of Nigeria, I fell in love with academics. And I saw that hereditary of becoming a teacher started coming. I started reliable link to those because I saw that students, the younger ones, need quality teaching for them to deliver on their potentials and attain their dream. Fat Success Population Limited started in 2020. It was as a result of when students are preparing for examination, they make use of past question. And this past question is a conventional norm we've known since 1978. Why not do something different to past questions? So no matter what you are passing through, no matter the route, the path you are now, get invigorated, stand up, wake up and tell yourself, yes, I can. I'm talking to you as someone that have been there before, someone who have been able to find purpose in the midst of challenges. The greater the challenges you have, the greater, the more you become in life.
Segun, you're an inspiration, and Airtel Touching Lives would like to give back to you because of the way that you are giving back to others.
Thank you very much.
All right. So we would like to give you 8 laptops.
Wow.
And Airtel will pay the rent for 2 years.
Wow.
But that's not all. Airtel is going to provide 2 routers for internet access for 1 year.
Wow.
There's also going to be provision of desks and chairs for the classroom.
Wow.
Provision of learning materials for your course and your school.
Great.
Congratulations.
Thank you very
Congratulations,
much.
Segun.
Thank you very much.
Segun has real vision, even though he does not have the ability to see. A vision that is aligned to Airtel Touching Lives to support education in Nigeria.
Touching lives.
Newborn babies require a huge amount of support. In this story, we deal with perinatal asphyxia, which is defined as the lack of oxygen to the baby before, during, or after birth, which remains a leading cause of death in the neonatal period, second only to prematurity. Newborn babies who survive perinatal asphyxia may have long-term consequences, such as cerebral palsy, with varying degrees of mental retardation and, in some cases, death from lack of oxygen. Let's have a look at this incredible work done by Dr. Chinwe Muamalu of Helping Babies Breathe.
For every baby that dies, we lose an opportunity. We lose a chance of producing something great. Because when you look at the world leaders, when you look at every person that matters, that makes a meaning to life right now, once upon a time, they were born. Once upon a time, there was a skilled health personnel who was there to help them. My name is Chinwe Muamalu. I'm a consultant pediatrician, and I've undergone various trainings in the field of neonatology. So neonatology is basically that specialized field that takes care of newborn babies up till 1 month of life. There's really a need for that field because about 60% of deaths of children under 5 happen in the first month of life. Nigeria remains the second highest neonatal death, second to India. So it's really, really a huge burden. Cradle and Mom Specialist Hospital was birthed out of a need to have something special for newborn babies. When the hospital started off, we noticed that babies were being born at these villages, and then the babies are transported on motorbikes, open cars, buses, and by the time they get to the hospital, they are dead. Basically, what Helping Babies Breathe is, it tries to bring it down to the basics, to say, this is what we need to do, and this is how it's done. So we started going to train them. Sometimes we bring them here if we can, go through the process, find out what do you do, how do you do it, and then put them through the basic training. You will suck the mouth before what? The nose. And before what? And. For every person that walks in here and understands what to do, you've left a legacy. We need to give every newborn a chance. So that is the reason, that is the objective. That's what has led us to get into this very rare field of taking care of that voiceless newborns.
Now, Airtel believes in giving back to your hospital. Airtel Touching Lives would like to give you 100 Ambu bags, 50 mini oxygen cylinders with regulators. And that's not all. We're going to be giving you 4 neonatal newborn stimulators.
Oh my God. Wow.
But Dr. Chinwe, that's not all.
Oh my God.
We're going to be donating medical funds for the hospital to continue with all that you've been doing. And that will be to the tune of 4 million naira.
Wow! Oh my God. I have to give you a hug. Thank you so much. Can I give you a hug?
Of course, of course, of course.
Oh my God. This is amazing. Honestly. Oh my God.
It's so fantastic to see the work that Dr. Chinwe dedicates her life to. We need more doctors like her to eradicate the problem. To join the conversation and interact with tonight's show, you can visit all our social media handles, either Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram.
Touching Lives.
It has been fantastic to be your host for the first time on Season 7 of Airtel Touching Lives, where Airtel Nigeria once again shows its commitment by giving and building the people, families, and communities of Nigeria. I've been inspired by the stories, I hope you have, that I have seen over the last 12 weeks. I'm in awe by your vision, drive, and determination to make Nigeria a better place for all of us.
Touching Lives.
Wildlife conservation in Nigeria faces several challenges, including habitat loss, poaching, and inadequate funding. To address these challenges, there is a need for increased public awareness about the importance of conservation. The Green Fingers Wildlife Initiative started as a means to bring people closer to nature, conserve wildlife species, and to equip the future generation with skills for wildlife conservation and sustenance.
Growing up, I was not very keen on video games and things, so I'd rather spend my time outdoors. And for every opportunity I get, find one animal and bring it back home. And I always persuaded my parents to always get me pets, whatever it could be. And this was how the flare actually burned. My name is Chinedu Mugbo, and I am an educationist as well as a wildlife conservationist. I teach biology, sciences, and I noticed my time after work was not really, for me, was not a fruitful kind of thing. So I felt I need to continue what I had always loved doing. So I started collecting birds, then we started working with other kinds of mammals. I started incorporating my lessons with those animals. It made learning fun, it gave them another avenue to see how learning can actually take place, not just in the regular classroom. I think one of Nigeria's major problems is pollution. We see pollution everywhere, and we decided that because we know that this pollution also affects wildlife, we decided that why don't we start involving these young people, these children, in trying to curb that menace. Why don't we get creative with it? We proceeded to using these waste items to create fashionable outfits which they would wear on runways, otherwise called fashion shows. We found this fashion show to be an outlet for most of our students. You find out that even those who wanted to be affluent, wanted to walk the runway, wanting to be like all those supermodels and things like that, they now found, oh wow, I've gotten an opportunity to do it, and in the same time, not just wearing somebody's outfit and walking a runway, I'm actually making a statement for good. I'm actually becoming an activist and still doing what I love. And it's important that we create more spaces like this so that children growing up, people can spend time, appreciate the beauty of nature and the beauty of the environment that surrounds them, so that they can actually see that it is not just human. Anyone who talks about Eden understands that, has that idea of being one with the world and being one with nature, and that's what needs to be created.
Chinedu, to give back to your foundation, Airtel Touching Lives would like to build and furnish an educational center, as well as provide internet access for 1 year. All of this to the total of 15 million naira.
Thank you. Thank you. This is amazing. Thank you so much.
I don't need to ask how you feel, because I can tell.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Such amazing work done by these passionate people. We got the opportunity to meet some incredible people from across Nigeria, thanks to the amazing work of Airtel Touching Lives Season 7.
Touching Lives.
If to say my girl can walk like this, I'm happy.
Airtel will also provide money for the surgery, one-year rental of a shop in Wuse Market.
Wow! Like, this is more than I expected.
Airtel will pay your rent of your kiosk for your business for 2 years.
Thank you, Airtel. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Airtel, thank you.
There's a fuck baby!
I said, fourth?
They're also going to cover the medical debts of your quadruples as well.
Madam, thank you very, very much.
water, there's no life. We need water.
Solar panels to power the water borehole in the community.
Wow!
So we would like to give you 8 laptops. And Airtel will pay the rent for 2 years.
Wow!
Great, great. Airtel Touching Lives. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. 4 million naira.
Wow! Oh my God!
All of this to the total of 15 million naira.
Now that we have these solar panels, I mean, we have 24-hour electricity.
With the 1 million naira they gave to White Africa, that has been saving lives.
Keep the good work spreading.
So well done and thank you so much.
On behalf of the Radio Foundation and our champions, we say thank you very much.
Another season of the show has come to an end. I am looking forward to visiting all the participants in the future to see how their lives have been changed after Airtel Touching Lives intervention. Thank you to all our viewers for inviting us into your homes and sharing in our journey as we continue to change lives across Nigeria. Good night.
Touching lives. I wanna touch your life. I wanna be the change. I'm gonna shine my light. I'm gonna make a difference. Touch your life. Be the change. Shine my light and make a difference. You're the one to make the world a much better place. You're the one, you're the one, touching lives.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.